First carry for Josh Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
First down, Love to pass. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time... time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back. It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's third down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lacy. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. First and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run, it's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 37 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught at the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Lining up for the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake. Lacy. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Lacy. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Just a net of 34 there, following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
9-yard line.
A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Ravens 7.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Love from the gun. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They run it with Jacobs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Dante Pettis. There Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10.
Set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a carry for Dobbins. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
The ball carrier. Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Love looking to throw it. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love. Being chased out left. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Love with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 24. Ravens.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. That you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Looking to throw on second down. Lacy. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Maurice Hurst, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's taken in by Duvernay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
To kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards on the ground.
First down, Baltimore.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Love now. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Taylor now returning it. They'll score on a 36-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Lacey. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lacey, looking for him, and got his man, complete! And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now Mack, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. Lacey, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked down by Sidney Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, all for naught on the building.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. To the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Badgley on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
4-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Lacy. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards in the first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and very long when they had been in 2nd and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on 2nd and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Love. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin White, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to let's say on this side of midfield.
9-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gain of 7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
His kick
And this one through the uprights and good.
makes the score Ravens 35. Raiders.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But something aggressive. There's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The 44-yard line.
Going back to Love. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Play brings up 3rd and goal.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll run with Jacobs, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. Wow, personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lacey. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Maurice Hurst bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. This is caught. Down at the 1. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books.